I'm a single mom by choice, and I just traveled with my infant and my mom. Seemed like it was gonna be crazy, but here are the tips that I used to make sure everything was smooth sailing. You can't say yes during it. All right, my nephew Mars is behind the camera. He is directing me. Was that good, Mars?
It was good.
Thanks. So like I said, I'm a single mother by choice. My name is Meredith. This is my son Oscar, and this is my mom Janie.
Hey, you called me Oscar.
No, I'm gonna throw in a picture of Oscar. I'm gonna edit it later and put a picture of Oscar in. So Mom, Oscar, and I all live together in a multi-generational home, and my gay best friend Michael was my donor. We're actually here in Florida so that Oscar can meet his side of the family and we can celebrate my niece's birthday. But we had to get from California to Florida. So how do we do it? Stay tuned for the tips. On this channel, I share what I learn about raising a kid by myself. So if you'd like to join, hit subscribe below and follow along for the ride. You can also join my Patreon channel or click the links below. They're affiliate links, so you're helping me without spending any extra money. Am I doing good? Great. So let's get right into the travel tips. Pre-arrival, before you even think about getting to the airport, weeks ahead of time, let's talk about what we did. Make sure that you have TSA PreCheck. Do you have TSA PreCheck? No!
What does that even mean?
It's a way for you to get through airport security faster. No, you don't have. There's no reason not to have TSA PreCheck in this day and age. I actually thought I had it, but mine had expired. 2020 things got away from us and time passed a lot quicker than expected, and I was glad I caught it ahead of time and got that renewed before we even got to the airport. There's also a TSA secret that I'm going to tell you about later, so stay tuned.
After this last sentence, you need to say, "We'll be back after these messages," because they use that in every single video.
Okay, should I just like practice it right now? Okay, we'll be back right after these messages. Great, okay. The other thing you're gonna wanna do are check your credit card benefits. So my mom and I both have AmEx. She has the Delta version, I just have the regular version. But combined, she had... You wanna see if Nana wants to be in the video? So combined, she had...
You wanna be in our video? You wanna be in our video?
Okay, close the door, bud. So with her credit card, she actually had a companion fare, and with my credit card, I had lounge access. So rather than purchasing 2 just regular tickets, we ended up purchasing 1 first class ticket for the same price, and we both flew first class. And then that lounge access provided us a very comfortable place to relax before we got on the flight. We did get to the airport early, so we did have a lot more time in the lounge. Finally, I bought a sturdy baby carrier before I took this trip. Now, I already had one of those baby wraps. I love the baby wrap, but I hate how long and dangly it is. So I bought the Connie wrap, which is kind of the same principle, but smaller, but it just doesn't feel like it holds my baby as securely as I want it to. So in order to get through the airport, I got the Ergo Baby Omni Deluxe. And it's pricey, but God, was it worth it. Like, I'm so happy I purchased it. What do you need, bud? There's something on... Oh, a schmutz. Oh, it's a dead fly. There you go. Schmutz gone. I knew I was gonna have to wear Oscar through the airport and onto the airplane, so just having something secured to have him in just made me feel more secure, you know? Next, getting to the airport. Now, we had a very early flight, like 7 a.m.
What?
We had a 7 a.m. flight. I live in Orange County. We were flying out of LAX to have a direct flight to Orlando. Rather than getting up at like 2 a.m. to get to the airport, we ended up staying at a hotel just down the street from the airport. And that day of leaving was just so much easier because I didn't have to be anywhere at a specific time. I had to get to the airport that night, but it kind of didn't matter when. I could wait until rush hour passed and then very leisurely get in, get my stuff repacked up, and get the most amount of sleep that night before getting right on the airplane. Look in and see if that's an option. It was a lot easier for us, and I'm really glad we did it. Does that sound like a good idea? Is that a good tip?
Say, "We'll be back after..."
Oh, another one? Okay. We'll be back right after these messages. Thank you, Mars. Let's talk about TSA Cares. My mom was so blown away by it that we recorded a little bit about it in the airport lounge, so there you go.
Oh, it's wonderful. His name was Jonathan, bless his soul. And he got us through TSA with nobody else was around us. We got to easily go through it. You just go online to TSA.com and look up TSA Cares and you fill out a form and you tell them why you think you need help. And they respond with either an email or a text message with the phone number. You get to the airport, check your luggage, call that phone number, and you get VIP treatment straight through. Well, it's wonderful.
I mean, here's the thing, like, we had kind of a perfect storm, right? We have the mom with the mobility issues, we have the newborn baby, and we have traveling with a baby for the first time. It was so incredible how, like, gently they moved us through the security process. And I've been through security like a million times, right? But this new added element, strollers and extra things in the bag.
Never get behind people traveling with infants. Never seen a stroller collapse in less than 20 minutes.
I was just really glad to have a little bit of breathing room there by utilizing this program that I had never heard of until like a week before our flight. So we got through security, we went to the lounge, and then we got to the gate, I would say probably about 10 minutes before they started boarding. And my mom always does pre-boarding. Because of all the mobility issues she has, it's just a lot easier for her to get on the plane first and get her things settled. So she still went ahead and did that, but wiped down all the seats. We're very like anti-back wipes the whole way through. So she wiped down the seat and I waited at the end with the big stroller frame. Now, as we discussed in last week's episode, we have the Roamer travel unit. I met Kate at the Baby List showroom. When she heard that I was going to be traveling, she gifted us a Tora stroller and a Junie car seat because I did not have any idea of like how I was going to transport Oscar on the airplane to get here. So we had the Roamer Junie car seat and we had the Roamer Tora stroller frame. The stroller frame was a little bit more unwieldy, and even though I was carrying the baby, it was easier for me to like put that on my back and then for her to wheel the car seat bag through gate check. All right, we're about to get on. Nana's going first, and then I will go second. So she went ahead, she did that first. I waited. I tried to be the very last person on the plane, and I almost succeeded. A couple of people got behind me. I kind of wish that I'd even waited later and just let the gate agents know that I don't want to get on the plane until that line has pushed through. Hi, bud. Somebody's back with applesauce. I'm almost done with this. Oh, I get it. Let's keep this door open, actually, because AC is incredible. So let's talk about how to make the best of the flight. My mom wanted me to sit in the window, I think because she thought it would be better to keep the baby away from like the aisle and germs and people and stuff. Didn't work. We needed to be on the aisle because Oscar is a little man who likes to move. So halfway through the flight, we switched places. I sat on the aisle and I held him. I walked up and down. You're just going to be doing some aisle work likely. He slept a good part of the flight, but there were just times that I had to do, you know, my little mommy shuffle back. I'm overheated, man. All right, slight setup change because the camera overheated because Florida just turned off. Just turned off mid-scene. Florida. Okay.
Ready when you are again.
Now, when you're on the airplane, you're going to need to prepare to do some laps up and down the aisle. Oscar just likes to be held and walked back and forth. He did sleep on the plane. He was pretty good. And then, like, in terms of crying, I was expecting some wailing, but all he did was a little bit of whining. Thank you, baby. But he did need to be walked up and down the aisle. I had already made friends with the flight attendants, which is another tip I'm going to give you. Just get friendly with them. It's likely they have kids and it's likely they understand because they've seen a lot of first flights too. Smile, make friends with the people around you as best you can. The other tip I have for flying is to pack everything that you need into individual pouches in your backpack. Extra clothes. What's in the Australia bag?
Bibs and bottles.
Bibs and bottles. This little silver bag has bottles, formula. This Lady Alpha breastfeeding thing is also, I was going to pack a blanket, but it's big enough to be a blanket. There's no need to pack another blanket. So I had a diaper pouch, I had a change of clothes pouch, I had a pouch for all of my hand sanitizer, lotion, that sort of thing. It makes it easier on the flight to find things as you're, you know, in the chaos and the fury. Let's talk about disembarkation. My mom wanted to get off the plane as quickly as possible. I wish that we'd waited until everybody got off of the plane because if you've gate checked something, it takes a while for it to get back up to the jetway. So, you know, we kind of rushed to get off, and then we stood and waited for the stroller to come. We kind of looked like doofuses just waiting. Oscar was in a good mood. We could have stayed and sat on the plane for a little bit, but it is what it is. I mean, we got our stuff, we got off, and we got here. So look, those are my tips. It wasn't as bad as I thought it was gonna be. I'm looking forward to doing more of it. Traveling with a baby can feel intimidating, but with a little bit of planning, it's totally doable, and dare I say, a little bit enjoyable. If you've made it to the end of this video, comment with a little confetti emoji to celebrate Oscar's first flight.
Yeah.
And if you've learned something here, comment below, let me know. If you have tips for flying, comment below and let me know, because I think there's always ways to make it easier and more efficient, and we love that. If you're curious about what it's like to build a family as a single mother by choice, you know, follow along for the fun. Bringing you videos every Thursday, God willing, and just doing our best in this crazy, crazy world. So thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you later. All right, that's it, buddy.
My video.
It's your turn now? All right.